Good morning, church family. It's Friday morning, about 9:15. Hey, I just shared this at the furnace yesterday and felt maybe it encouraged someone today. I was on my farm yesterday, and I just spent a couple of minutes out there doing a few jobs, and we have a ram called Kemba, and Kemba is getting a bit aggressive, and he suddenly decided he wanted to attack me. So he reared up on his back legs, and when he does that, you know it's time to get out the way. And my initial thought was, I better go run behind the barn, get out the way. I don't want to get into a conflict with this big old ram. And then I remembered in my hand I was holding my shepherd's staff. I had a friend of mine hand carved a shepherd's staff for me, and I realized that I had everything in my hand to take care of the situation. So I put my hand out with my staff in it, and I told him to back away. And he knows that when that staff comes out, it's not going to end well for him. And so he backed away. And immediately I was reminded of Exodus chapter 4 verse 2, when Moses is encountering the Lord, and Moses says to the Lord in verse 1, "What if they don't listen to me?" And the Lord says to him, "Moses, what is that in your hand?" And I felt last night, and I feel today, that there are some who are just struggling with some things in life. You're not sure how you're going to deal with a situation, and your natural response is, I'm just going to go and run behind the barn. I'm just going to try and escape the situation. Listen to the Lord, because the Lord says, what is that in your hand? God has put something in your hand that will enable you to conquer the situation, not because of who you are, but because of whose you are and what you carry in your hand. He's given you a kingdom weapon. It's like David going to fight Goliath. The bookkeepers wouldn't have given David a chance. You got this 9-foot giant against this little teenage boy, and yet David had something in his hand that was from the Lord, a kingdom weapon in his hand. And so I encourage you today, if you have a challenge or something you're walking through, don't go run and hide, but rather look at what God has placed in your life, in your hand, in your heart. And I believe that tool, what God has given you, is going to be everything you need to overcome your situation today. So God bless you. I hope that encourages you. Go read Exodus chapter 4, the first few verses. That's where you'll find that verse. The Lord said to Moses, what is in your hand? Today you have something in your hand. God bless you all. We love you. We'll see you on Saturday at 5 o'clock.